Hi everyone, I'm Lauren from Single Barrel Soaps, and today I am so excited to share a very special collaboration I did with Tierra from Gypsy Faye Creations. So Tierra and her husband Bradley are expecting a baby, and I am so excited that she came up with this idea to make a gender reveal cake made out of soap. Of course, soap makers, we always think about soap, so I'm very excited. She came up with the idea to be a witch or wizard, a Gryffindor Hogwarts themed cake. So I had a lot of fun doing this. It was definitely a learning experience, but it was great. I was able to show a lot more than I had planned. I didn't want to give any spoilers or anything away until the big reveal. So I was able to show a lot. I hope you guys enjoy this. Huge congratulations to Tierra and Bradley, and thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to make something so amazing. So when you guys are done watching this video, head on over to Tierra's channel, Gypsy Faye Creations, to see them cut open the soap cake and see what they're having. All right, let's get to watching some soap. All right, so we're gonna get started, and how I always start, I have my butters and oils here, and it is 75 degrees. My soaping studio is getting to be summertime in Maryland. So, all right, I'm gonna start mixing this up. I just want this to reach just past emulsion, and I'm going to split these off into 2 equals. This is right there at 4 liters. So we'll pour 2 liters in here. Let me just scrape this off. Now, what I'm doing today is just 2 solid colored cakes. That's all I'm working on. And then the fun part will come later. So these actually really do look nice and equal. Right back. So for this cake, we are doing a Harry Potter Gryffindor theme. So it's gonna be witch or wizard, whichever the baby is. I'm really excited. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna have kind of the scarlet reddish color in one and then gold in another. So I'm gonna add the colors, mix the colors in so they look how I want, add the fragrance oil 1 layer at a time, and pour them in just to a simple silicone cake mold. All right, so let's start. This is from Mad Oils, and this is, oh, my gloves. It is spicy tomato. I think this will be the right color. Always, I never measure. All right, so we'll see how that works. But first, I am gonna mix up the gold one first, and that's Goldfinger by Mad Micah's. Excuse me. We're gonna put a good amount because we want this nice and bold. All right, so I'm gonna mix this up. I'll probably mix this up, add the fragrance oil, and pour it, and then we'll work on this guy, because that's gonna take a little bit more. Now, I'm just gonna put that in there. I am happy with this color. I think this is gonna look great. And here are the molds we're gonna use. So I had actually rice in them, rubbing alcohol in now, to kind of undent them from shipping. But I think it'll work, and I can always trim it at the end. It's not the end of the world. It'll be fine. All right, so I'm gonna pour in, just eyeball, half of the fragrance oil. And I'm going to thoroughly stir this in. This fragrance oil I have used before, and it's a tea and apple scent. It's amazing, and I thought this would be a good, Gryffindors are, like to read and to study, not as much as Ravenclaw, but just a really good kind of warm scent. I think the colors really lend itself to a warmer scent, and like the fall. So I did think about doing a summer or springy fragrance, but I think this just clicked. And sometimes that's what you just have to work with. So it is getting thicker, which will be perfect because it'll even out some of this mold. I just want to do a few more stirs. I really rather incorporate my fragrance oil with the stick blender, but this one can seize up really easily and really quickly, and it's already warm. So, and see, this is all just from my stirring by hand. All right, so let's pour this in. I feel like I haven't made soap in forever and it feels so good. All right, I'm just gonna, you are not gonna be totally round, are you? Of course not. Well, I will fix that. All right, now I'm just gonna scrape in the rest of this. I don't think, I mean, soap is not, my husband's outside with my kids playing in the backyard. Doesn't really care, but they're all happy and entertained, and that's what matters. And they're not popping in here. All right. So smooth it out, and I actually have a really neat tool I'm gonna use to make layers and smooth stuff out later. But, oh, that was the perfect amount. That literally never happens with me. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna pat this down and I'll be back to work on that color. Okay, and we're back. So now I'm gonna mix this in and see what I think of the color. Yeah, I'm gonna add some red to it because it, okay, so it looks way darker on the screen than it looks in person. So I'm gonna add, I have this, I think it's, I'm not sure, it's the 3 red blend already pre-mixed. I'm gonna add some of that in my lovely Tostitos jars if you guys have seen that before when I was talking. Seriously, waste not, want not. I use all sorts of recycled containers. There we go. Oh, that is just about perfect. Okay. Oh, I love when I'm this way. All right, I'm gonna add a little more of the red mixture because it looks way brighter on the camera than in person. Okay. And I don't want red. I want more of the darker, almost maroon color. My room is warm enough that I plan on these gelling. Oh yeah, I think that'll be good. Oh, I think that is perfect. Reds are so tricky to get in cold process soap, but I think that's perfect. All right, now I'm gonna add the rest of the fragrance oil and then I'll be ready to pour. And just wait, the other one is already super solid. All right. Make sure to fully incorporate this. Take my time. So it's interesting with some of these fragrance oils that do end up accelerating trace a little bit. Sometimes they trick you because in the very beginning, they make everything a little looser. And then by the time everything is mixed back in, it is like rock hard. It's almost soap on a stick. So that's why some of these are good to just do by hand. And then thankfully, the cake I'm working on is gonna be pretty forgiving with designs, I'm hoping. All right, I think this is all good. Oh God, it smells amazing. And this is the one I actually use in my Harvest Tea soap, and it's so good. All right, let's bring this back in. You can see this guy is already nice and solid. All right. All right, so I am gonna scrape these out and tap them down and then put them away to cook for the night. So we'll be back tomorrow and see all my next steps, which I'm so excited about. Hi everyone, we are back. It has been maybe, I don't know, less than 12 hours, I think. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna unmold these. I can already tell due to the molds that there's some issues. Oh, hello. Huh. Not sure what's going on there. Well, anyway, I'm gonna clear off the top of this. Oh, I think it's super gelled on the bottom. That's what that is. That's fun. Okay, so I can look at this and I can see it's not smooth at all for how I want. So I'm gonna try to cut these down. I'm gonna use this handy dandy, it's a cake tool. So I'm gonna make the top even, slice that down, make this the correct thing, Do the same with this one, even out the edges, and then cut it into layers and stack it on top of each other. Okay, we're back. I separated these out, not as smoothly as I wanted, but I have 3 of the red scarlet, 2 of the gold, you can kind of see it there, and I'm gonna end up cleaning these up more around the edges. I'm gonna cut out a circle in the middle. So then we'll have a second little mini cake. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put that on top or not. We're gonna see. I might just have a second mini cake to have on the side as my tester. But I'm going to clean these up, make them look really nice and shiny around the edges, have them fit together well, cut out the middle. I'm not gonna cut out, so this one will be the top. I'm gonna cut out the middle of the middle 3 and probably like around that much. Cut it out of the middle 3. So the bottom will have the red. These 3 will have an open center. And I'm going to pour the color in there. The color, it tells you what the baby is. I'm like terrified of giving away any hints. And then I'll put this back on the top. Okay, I decided to pop back on. Now I have this, the cake. It's gonna have these layers. The layers aren't stuck together yet. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to put melt and pour. No, first I'm just gonna put a bunch of skewers in. So I'm gonna put 1 skewer down the middle to have everything together. There we go, see. And I'll put 1 kind of on each side. This is the part I'm gonna cut out except for the top, but I can putty the top. It'll be okay. I haven't cut out anything yet. So now I'm gonna take my little scraper and I'm just gonna keep going around the edges until they are nice and even and smooth and look nice together. So this is gonna take me a while. I just wanted to come back on and show you guys a little update. I've been smoothing out all the sides. So I'm just gonna make these together and I am gonna have some piping on this and a bunch of embeds and everything so it'll look perfect at the end. But I just wanted to kind of show you a little trick that I was trying out. All right, so I will speed this part up. I'm just gonna keep going, and all these that I'm scraping off I may use to, let's push this to the end, to fill in the gaps, but we'll see. But I'm very excited. It's getting closer and closer to being perfect. So I will keep working on this. I know you can't really see from that angle. And then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I keep coming back in to check. So I did all of the sides. I've cleaned it. I have to clean it up way more. But I put these together and I still have the top that's gonna cover this. And with the little part, I made a little mini cake. So that's gonna go on top and I'm obsessed. And I just need to straighten up, clean the edges a little bit. And then what I'm doing with this guy, I'm taking my scraper again, and I'm just gonna keep scraping around the edges until it's nice and even and smooth. And I think I may add a little, well, the way that I glued these together is I put clear melt and pour in between, and I have my skewers in. And then I've used some of the extra stuff to putty this in, so when I pour on the inside later, that won't be leaking out, because I really want it to be a surprise, and I'm really excited. So I'm just gonna keep scraping these down, making it nice and smooth, and then later tonight, I will pour the middle layer with the surprise color inside, and yeah, I'll keep working. Okay, thanks guys. Hi everyone, just wanted to pop on, give a little update. So we have, this is gonna be going on the top of the cake. So I've smoothed this all out. That will go in the middle there. Now I have, the middle is poured, no hints here. And then I have attached the top part with melt and pour, and I have the little spikes in to hold everything in place. And I've been smoothing out the edges as best as possible. So I just wanted to update on that. I'll keep smoothing a little more, and then I will, when I feel like it's sturdy enough, I'll take these out, attach this to the top, and then I'm gonna look at it and see where I wanna put all my embellishment soaps. I'm gonna have Witch or Wizard on top here, and this one doesn't have anything on the inside. This is just kind of the middle that I took out. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste soap, of course not. So that'll go on top, and I'm still undecided if I'm gonna pour some melt and pour over the top or do piping. I don't want to make it look too busy, but I don't want it to look unfinished. So I'm gonna let these sit for a little bit. I'm kind of taking breaks in between messing with them because I don't want to mess it too much, make it too soft, have it come apart. But so far, I mean, I'm pretty excited to see some of these a little open, just smooth it around. Apparently I can't cut straight, so that's fun. But I'm really excited with how this top part has turned out. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of just popping on when I get a chance, when everyone's kind of quiet. So yeah, that's what's going on so far. All right, I still can't figure out if I wanted to like melt and pour, like drizzling, or piping. So I'm doing a test. I don't have gloves on because gloves are in really short supply right now. And this is just a test for me. Probably will just end up being used by my house. So I made a little mini top, like top of the cake, which is really cute. And then I have my melt and pour over here, which is a gorgeous gold color. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see how it looks because I don't want to put it on top of the cake and then hate it and not be able to fix it, and now I've completely messed up the cake. So I'm gonna try a nice drizzle kind of around each side to mimic icing, and let's see if I like it. So I'll put this on a little bit and see, I'm just flooding the top. Can't tell by my voice, I'm kind of liking this. So let's see. Huh. All right, so I'm not sure what I think. I mean, if that golden shine stays is great. I'm not sure what I think about it coming. I'm not sure what I think about it coming down the sides, but I am gonna have, I mean, I guess I could brush it off, but I do like that on the top. I really like how that looks on the top. Sit, and I'll yak. All right, now I'm smoothing this down. All right, I like it. Okay, I'm just working on attaching all of the little designs. I'm using no gloves today because I've kind of run out of really good surgical gloves, and this is a little more delicate work, but everything's cured. So I'm just using melt and pour, clear melt and pour, to glue it to the cake. A little chocolate frog. And I'll speed up this part, but I just wanted to kind of show you how I was doing it. And I love that. And I already did glue these on. All right, so I'm gonna glue this